Hi everybody, Happy New Year. Wow, isn't it amazing how fast this year is flying by? I had great plans of doing a live every week this month. Sadly, it's looking like it's probably only going to be one for the month. Anyway, we've made it this far and isn't it great? I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year. I have got buckets of things that I want to talk to you about and I want to do some cooking. So what I'm going to start with is something that's really exciting. So those of you who've been around for a little while will know that a couple of times a year Thermomix produce this amazing magazine, and every time it has been produced it has turned out to be in the top few food magazines for Australia for that period of time. And so this is really exciting. Look at this. Here is the brand new one, hot off the presses. I'm not allowed to show you what's inside. It's that new. However, these will go on sale at newsagents and at grocery stores from, I think it's the 16th of February. But if you would like one of these earlier, all you have to do is book a demo with me. You book a demo with me in that first couple of weeks of February, or any time in February, I will give you one of these magazines. They're going to be selling for $14.90 or $95, so, they're worth something. They've got lots of fantastic recipes I wish I could show you, but I'm not allowed. So just book a demo and I will give you a magazine. In fact, someone reached out today, the lovely Belinda, one of my customers from a couple of years ago, and we've organised a demo. I didn't actually get a chance to tell her, but she's getting one of these when I go and do the demo with her in February. So this is really exciting. Okay, so today, because, it's that time of year and those kiddlywinks will be back at school shortly, I thought I might be able to help out with something that you could perhaps put in lunch boxes. So this recipe is an old tried and tested favourite, Zucchini Slice. And what I like about this is it's so modifiable and adaptable. My family members did not like zucchinis at all and would never eat them. So I just used to call it green and brown slice. It was way before Thermomix days when I used to make it, and it's so much easier with the Thermomix. You can add into it lots of things. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, part of this recipe has in it rice flour. Now, rice flour is not something that I use a great deal. If you are someone who is gluten-free, then maybe you use it quite a bit. But so instead of buying rice flour, what I did was I wandered over to the pantry, I got some rice, and I put it in the Thermomix for about 1.5 minutes on speed 10. And I have made my own rice flour. So that's how amazing the Thermomix can be. It really can help you to save money. You're not having to buy different sorts of flours, and the same with sugars. You can make all sorts of sugars quite cheaply and easily. So what I'm going to make is this zucchini slice. So let's get started. First of all, I have added it to my week. So on the TM7, let me show you again, down the bottom here, there's a series of dots. You press those, and then one of the options is my week. And there it is. It's there for today, zucchini slice. And we press on that and start the recipe. So, first thing we need to do is preheat that oven, which of course I've forgotten all about. So I'm going to start that up now. Preheat it to 180. I'm not going to make you wait around until it's cooked. We'll be together until I get it into the oven, and then what we're going to do is post some photos afterwards. So you can hop back online and have a look and see what the finished product looks like. And fingers crossed it looks great. So I've got my pan already done. And now, I forgot to get the cheese out of the fridge. First things first. What I'm going to do is grate up some cheese. So we need to put 100 grams of cheese. So I've chopped it up into blocks. They might be a little bit big, but that'll be okay. The machine can chop up, quite big chunks of cheese or anything. It just puts a bit more load on your blades, and over a period of time, you may end up needing to replace the blades if you don't chop things into small enough chunks when you put it in. Okay, so now I'm going to grate this for 5 seconds on speed 6. So you might want to turn the sound down just for 5 seconds because, if you're new to Thermomix, this is when they're loudest, when you're doing this sort of thing. And if you've got one, you'll know that, well, it's not that exciting to listen to. So turn your sound down now. And there we go. And in 5 seconds, our cheese is done. Isn't that great? It's amazing. And one of the things that I love about my Thermomix is there aren't preservatives. There aren't chemicals shoved in there. I know that this is just the cheese from the shop that I've grated up. I don't know if I've told you this, but when I first got my Thermomix, I got very excited about being able to do all these sorts of things easily. And cheese was on special one day, so I bought a kilo of cheese and I grated it up and I put it in the fridge, and then about 3 or 4 days later I threw it away because it had gone mouldy. The grated cheese that you buy in the shop is full of, I think the word's desiccants, things to dry it out. So it's more chemicals being added to your food. Now, if cheese is on special and I grate it up, I do one of two things. I put it into the freezer and just take it out just before I use it, or I put it into one of our fantastic vacuum seal containers. Have you seen our vacuum seal containers? They are fantastic. They're glass bowls. They've got a lid, obviously, on the top that's plastic. You put our vacuum wand on and it extracts all the air out of it and vacuum seals the food. It's as fresh as it could be. They are absolutely fantastic. And at the moment, people who buy a Thermomix, now this does run out in the next couple of days, but if you buy a Thermomix, I think I've got some notes, for $59 you can buy a vacuum seal set, and they are fantastic. It is certainly worth the investment of that little bit more money. So I've transferred that into a bowl. Now, I'm going to just put some zucchini into the machine. It's a little bit over the 350, but it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be that precise. And again, this is a 4-second chop up job. Ding, done. This is one of our vacuum seal containers. It's fantastic. It's even got these little dials on top so you can work out when you actually put it in here. This has been in the fridge now for, 2 weeks. This is meat that I use for a topping for the meat lover pizza that I make. So I've just got this here. It's vacuum sealed. It's fantastic. And I think that probably tomorrow night it's going to come out of the fridge and be put on a pizza. So I'll just put that over there out of the way. So I've chopped up that, and that's going to go over here into another bowl. I'm going to actually have a look. That's chopped that up pretty well, but because it was a little bit more than the recipe said, some of those pieces are a little bit big. And if you've got some fussy people who aren't that fussed on zucchini, they might throw a little tantrum at having to see it again. So I want to go back. Oh my goodness, go back. Set as current step. And I'm going to give that another little go. That's better. That's better. That's nicely chopped up. And we're just going to use this fantastic spatula. If you don't have a Thermomix, this is what you get with it. You get one of these fantastic silicone spatulas. They are amazing. They go to the entire depth of the mixing bowl, so it makes it so easy to get the food out. It's just great. There we go, just trying to get those last bits out from the bottom. you've got a TM7, do you know that you can use your spatula, it will stand up like that, or it's got this little cantilever thing on the bottom, so it doesn't actually make your bench dirty, which I think is pretty clever. So now we're going to put that together, that's fine. Now we're going to put in some brown onion that needs to be chopped up, and I'm adding something to it because I love a little bit of carrot in mine, so I'm going to add some carrot in here as well. And then also we're going to then we're just going to chop that up. Now this recipe calls for you to put the bacon in now, but I'm just altering it a little bit. Of course, if you're vegetarian, you don't have to put the bacon in, you can leave it out. But for me, it's sort of fantastic. I love the bacon. And this, I'm going to alter the time on this because I know that oh my goodness, what have I done? Some days, I tell you, 3 seconds is not going to be enough. So I'm going to up that to 5 seconds. And the reason I'm saying 3 seconds won't be enough, it's because I've added the carrot in. There we go, that's nicely mushed up. Look at that, in 5 seconds. You could not worry. And you know the other fantastic thing, because the Thermomix does such a great job of chopping this up, you don't have to peel the carrots. And I love that. I'm a lazy cook, and that is absolutely fantastic for me. I love that idea. Right, now, scrape down the sides, which I have done, and we're going to saute that for 5 minutes. I think I've missed a step. Oh my God, what have I done? No? All right. So I'm going to throw the bacon in now. And then, there we go, bacon in. And I will saute that now for, how long is that? 5 minutes. That's all right. So the machine is so precise that it will heat to 120 and it sautés it. It cooks it around just enough. It's absolutely fantastic. So, do you love your Thermomix, those people who've got one? Do you know somebody who would like a Thermomix? Because we've got an amazing offer at the moment. So if you refer someone to me and they purchase a Thermomix, you will get a $100 voucher to spend at the mix shop, which I think is pretty good. There's so much you can buy at the mix shop, so many bits and pieces that you can use with your Thermomix and with your cooking in general. So think about, who do you know who might be interested in a Thermomix? All you need to do is send me their name, their phone number and their email address. I promise I will not contact that person until you tell me that you've talked to them and they're serious about buying a machine, because I'm not going to harass people. That's not me. But if you do that, then we can get together, and if they purchase a machine, you get that $100. I think that's pretty good. Now I've got myself some notes here. Now what else do I want to tell you about? Okay, if you host. So hosting a cooking demonstration is a great way for a number of things to happen. Great way to catch up with some friends. Great way to learn more about your Thermomix, because you know what? We all can learn more about our machines all the time. That's one of the reasons why I love going to the cooking classes, because every time I go, I learn something more about how to use the machine more effectively and in a better way. So, you know, host a demo. What are we going to do if you host a demo? So I've got my notes here because I can't remember. So you can, at the moment, you can get a few things. So we've got the Thermomix Cutter Plus, which is a pretty amazing machine. You can use it in your 7, the Cutter Plus, or there's the Cutter that you can use in the 5 and 6. It's worth $295. If you host a demo, you can get it for $249. And if you host a demo and someone buys a machine, you can get it for $149. That's a fantastic saving off it. We also have the amazing new Thermo Server, and I will show you one of those next time. They are fantastic. They're worth $160. you host a demo, you can get it for $60. Or if somebody buys a machine within 2 weeks of your demo, so all these things, somebody buys from your demo, it's within 2 weeks, then you will get the thermo server for free. And I'm telling you, they are fantastic. I love it. And then the other great thing that we've got at the moment is our Thermomix sensor, which, oh look, it's on the bench because it's used all the time. This is a fantastic Bluetooth thermometer. So this is the actual thermometer. This goes into your food and it stays in your food in the oven or on the barbecue or wherever you're using it. And it will deliver you perfect results every time. It Bluetooths to your phone and to your Thermomix. So you are getting messages all the time about what's going on with the food and how close it is to being cooked, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I love that. So what do you think? I think they are great things that you can get. You should have a serious thought about that. Now that offer, those host rewards expire on the 27th of January. And from the 28th, there's a whole new bunch of deals. And I was at a meeting today and those host rewards are something I'm not allowed to tell you. Under threat of death, and I'm scared of our branch manager, so I'm not going to tell you. But the new host rewards are just as awesome as these, and it's pretty exciting. So there is always something that you can get when you host a Thermomix cooking demonstration, and there is always something you can get when you refer someone to your Thermomix consultant, me, and they purchase a machine. I certainly think $100 just for referring someone is a pretty good option. The other thing I thought I should tell you about is this amazing offer that we have at the moment where you can get a Thermomix for $399, which I think is pretty awesome. So basically the story is you watch me do these videos, you've seen me do demos in your homes, and you're thinking, well, you know what, if he can do it, I can do it. And so you come along and you join the business. When you join the business, you get a team leader who walks with you, gives you lots and lots of training and support along the way to help you get your business up and going. There are so many amazing opportunities with Thermomix for professional and personal development, which are just fantastic. So you spend $400, you get a machine. All you need to do is close 4 sales in 90 days. That's 3 months. That's not a lot of sales. If you sell the 4th machine within the 90 days, you get your $400 back. How good is that? So you've got the machine for free. From then on, you can choose to stay, which I don't know why one wouldn't want to, but you stay on and then you start to earn commissions and incentives with every machine that you sell. So have a think about it. I think it's a pretty great thing and you would love it. So it's really good, $399, and you are going to get a brand new TM7 on your kitchen bench. All right, let's see where we're up to. So we've sauteed that. So again, as I tell you, I'm a lazy cook, so I used diced bacon already from the deli because I hate chopping up bacon, so I just did that. Now, into this, we're going to add 5 eggs. There's our 5 eggs, they've all gone in. Can't hit the spot. There. Rice flour. So I'm just going to add in the rice flour now that I made before. There we go. A little bit more. That's fine. And some salt. Oh, where's the salt? Okay, so I'm just adding in a little bit of salt, pinch of salt into there, and a grind of pepper. Yes, I've taken the lid off it. Where have I put my lid? There it is. Salt, pepper, next. Oh, and I need to add in, of course, zucchini slice sort of needs the zucchini. Where are we? There it goes. And the cheese. And then the final thing is some olive oil. 80 grams of olive oil. Maybe. Come on, I measured that, it should be right. Perfect. Now, we've only got 6 seconds and it will be combined. It'll all be mixed, which I think is fantastic. So much easier than having to stand there and try and mix it all around. It's just done for you. And there it is, all mixed, all done and ready to go. Fantastic. Now, I did say that this is going to be something that you can do in lunch boxes, and you can, absolutely. But what I'm doing with this one is I'm going to put it into this little muffin pan and bake them in the oven in the muffin pan. That way, it's really easy. You can put it in a lunchbox, and you know, when the kids are at school, they can then just grab it out with their hand and eat it. It's fantastic. So look, that's a really simple, easy thing to do. This will go in the oven for about 20 minutes or so. I've not made it in muffin pans before, but we'll have a look and see what it's like. So look, it's been fun, and I hope that this has given you an idea of something you can do. Remember, there's lots of things on the go at the moment. Book a demo, and I will give you a copy of the magazine, and I can't show you what's inside, but there's lots of great things. It's amazing. Come and join me in the business. You can get a machine for $400 or potentially free. Tell a friend, we'll give you a $100 referral voucher to the Mix Shop. That's awesome. And every time you host a demo, you will get a great host reward. So that's about all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope it's been helpful. Next week, I don't think I'll be doing a live because I'm actually going away with Thermomix for a few days. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to squeeze one in time. But what I would love is if you send me some ideas on things that you would like me to make in a live. So things that are fairly quick and easy and simple, or just some general ideas of what we can do together, and we can have some fun. So thanks very much for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had fun. And remember, check back online in about an hour or so, and we'll have the photos of the finished muffins online. Okay, bye everyone.